Okay. So today, oh, I'm putting my sweatshirt on. I got my sweatshirt. I got my water. I'm all prepared today. I'm totally prepared. Prepared to do stuff. Left. So today, for the first time ever, I'm actually prepared to be a content creator. Oh, but I'm late. So a couple things that I need to do today. So today I am going to be doing my first raid with my guild. And in order for me to prepare for that, I need to go and get a couple things and make sure that I've got all my consumables and my enchants and things, and make sure that I am ready to go tonight so I don't look like a giant derp when we actually get ready to go and actually get ready to start doing polls and stuff. So I have got stuff to do in that regard, which will help. So that is kind of my big agenda for today, is to get all my stuff situated. And get in command of that. So I have got a lot of potions that I need to go and get and make. So I got to figure out what the components are and the best way to get that, and I got to do that. So that's got to be on the agenda. So I already did my enchants and stuff. I mean, I did them as best as I could. But I definitely need to grab more tempered potions. I've got 6 flasks, which should be enough. And then I've got a little bit of food, but I don't have nearly enough of the risotto food that I need. Let me see what the best Feast of Midnight Masquerade. I don't even have that recipe, but 446 primary stat. Let's figure out how close that is. Better, 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 derp, 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 derp. I love this character.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Okay, so drop severed threads packed. So I don't even have that. So there's not much I can do in that regard. So the best food that I can do is this 223 agility. Lowest secondary. Highest secondary. I think that's... What does this one do?
Calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Highest secondary. Okay, I really don't need that. So
My thanks for your patronage. Return and peruse my inventory again.
$223 intellect. I think that's the best that I can do, right? Yeah. The risotto. This one. So in order for me to do that, I need a fucking shit ton of this chopped mica bloom. This is all stuff that I have. I just don't have enough of this. I can make a bunch of it. I just don't. So I guess what I can do is, but let's go and look at this, because this is more important. So where is my tempered potion? This is what I need to make a ton of. So I need lure drop and Arathor's spear. So let's take a look at that real quick. So let's go ahead then and pull this up. And so this is lure drop. Just need to try to see if there's a better zone for it. You know what I mean? Like, what's the best? From dropped by, where's the fucking, I don't remember if that's in, oh my god. And then what was the other one? Our Thor's. Okay, so bringing deeps. All right, so let's just go do that. So we're gonna go down to the ringing deeps and search around to see if we can't grab that. Feel free, if I'm, well, no matter what I'm playing today, to pop in if you need anything from me. Like I said, I am just kind of playing and goofing today. Before the raid. So after I've got enough of my potions and stuff, then I can start working on my mechanics and making sure I'm ready for tonight. I don't want to lose my place. I think that's why I'm so, you know.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?
I think that's why I'm so nutted up about it. Is I really want to earn my keep today and play well and.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
Not finding what I need right now initially, but hopefully we can kind of get it cooking. Oh, there we go. We got here. Ooh. I need that for that food that I'm gonna make. Be cool if I could make enough so that I could potion even on trash bowls and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh, right there. Ah! That's what I need. That's lure drop, right? Yeah. Perfect. That's the big one. I do enjoy this game. Oh my god. Oh my god. So terrible. Lure drop. Another one. Oop, 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 oop. Fucking hell is it? Is it up here? Oh shit, it is. Fucking crazy. Fuck yeah, that worked out great.
Do not concern yourself with failure, Grandmaster. Rather, focus on rising every time you fall.
Oh, right there. Oh shit, it's the big one. The one? God damn it. I don't even know what that shit does. I just collect them. They're purple. I do them. There. I do have my potion on me. Yeah, I do. Perfect. What was that again? So I need lure drop and then the spire. And I think the other one I get from the outside zone. I haven't seen any down here yet. But the lure drop I've gotten down here. So obviously I just got to do both zones and just do quite a bit of both, you know, see if I can't get try to get a lot of both. Hopefully do I have any? Yeah, so this one I'm filling out the elemental thing. And then this one I'm doing the potions if I get more skill points. Which would be super nice, so.
Farewell.
If I can get it, it's super nice. Cool. All that is shit I can sell. Huh? love this character. She's so cool. Ah. Forgot it doesn't fucking dismount me. So used to it automatically dismounting when you get into combat from previous iterations of the game. So many like little treasure things everywhere. You're kind of like, I feel like you're like, if you're a person that's like, with like ADD or whatever, like your whole like network is going fucking bananas because there's so many shit on the ground, so much to interact with. I feel like that's the one thing that they've done with this game, that they've done a good job as far as like making the world interactable. There's just so much stuff to click on, you know? Which makes it kind of exciting in a way, because you're kind of like, you always kind of have like something to do or whatever. But also bad in a way, because it's just like, that like gotta touch them all kind of thing, kind of fucking just absolutely fucking wrecks you. Where you're like trying to be focused and like everything requires fucking something, and it's just so nuts to try to keep track of, you know? Oh, that's what I needed. I need these guys. Okay. One right there. Another one right there. Fuck yeah. Dude. That's the only complaint with doing herbalism, is the phasing. Like, there's so much times where I'm like going to grab something, like interact with it, and the fucking game phases me. The cave entrance. Fuck it, YOLO. Fuck in front of me. Oh my god, I thought I interrupted that. I guess I didn't. Or I'll still kill it. Okay, whatever. It fucking killed me. Oh, whatever.
Remember to finish crossing the river before you tell the
Dude.
crocodile he has bad breath. Farewell.
God, dude. We'll just call that one a net loss on that end. Sometimes you just gotta let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. There we go. Oh. I think that should be much better now. So I can make two. So it's the Arathor's spear. That's the tough one. That's the one that's causing the bit of consternation. But I guess that's like a less common. Cool. Overload this guy. Grab him. Click on this one. Boop. And it just fucking vanishes. I don't get that. That's so fucking weird, dude. I don't understand that at all, dude. That's my one complaint with herbalism. Like I've normally never had this kind of issue before, but it's got to be phasing or something. Why that's doing that? That's so annoying.
We've got another incursion, and we need some defenders. I know you're good at this.
I'm on my thing. Is there another one up there? No. Just tools. Which is dollar stones, which is totally fine. I just wish that I could get a neck piece by tonight. That would be super dope if I could fucking put that together and at least get myself to like the 600 range. A clean 600, that would be dope, but I just don't have the ability to do that. My luck for that has been really bad. But it's fine. Not gonna get everything all the time. Oh, down he goes. I yeeted that thing right off the fucking side, man. What's up, dude?
Thank you. Efficiency and bravery are a powerful combination.
Fuck yeah. Oh, cool. How do I get off this thing? How do I get off this stupid thing? I don't have the eject button. What is this? It has to be like a dirt. Tiger strike. There it is. I was like trying to figure out how to get off that stupid mount, but that's fine. Got it.
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
We're all clear now, buddy. Fucking making good progress now. Another one up here. Wow, fuck yeah, dude. Oh! Sitting on my fucking hands, man. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Alexa, Alex Zazix and Karashila something or other. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Welcome. Just relaxed atmosphere today. Chillin'. Whoa. Hi, yeah, hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a nice Thursday. Or Friday if you're in Australia. I don't know. I have somebody that tunes in. You tried streamviewers.org? Nope, don't need anything like that. Thank you very much. If you're going to sell anything, then you are not welcome to do so. No advertising needed. Thank you very much. I am just fine with where my business is. I do just fine, just fine, just fine. Everything I do, I am super happy with.
Rats have witnessed accumulating dangers to your precious Arathi. Exterminate the threats. Buy your people more time.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
Saw a skywriting glyph, but I think I missed that. I think I missed it.
The wise monk chooses their own style, rather than letting popular opinion dictate it.
I must have fucking missed it. It's right there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get there. Oh. Ah! Alright, made it just in time. Okay, so what are we doing here? Rubians. I got a bunch of fucking shit in my inventory. Oh, it was all reputation stuff from my, for the, this little shit. Glad I checked Twitch. Didn't know you were fucking hell. Did I not put it in my fucking thing again? God damn it, dude. I was wondering why I had nobody in here today, and now I know fucking why. Dude, I swear to God, dude. I'm like getting better at some stuff and like worse at others, dude. I'm so terrible. I like totally forgot to put the fucking notification in Discord. Just fucking forgot, dude. Yeah, so minor change in programming for today. I got my WoW raid tonight, the first one. Because remember, I didn't know when they were gonna have their my first official raid. It's actually gonna be tonight, so I'm gonna do that tonight. Which I'm super excited about doing, because I get to finally actually see... I finally get to test my metal and see what kind of a player I am. Yeah, so it's going to be fun, and I'm going to stream it tonight, so I'm super excited about doing that. Which, I mean, like, it's super cool, and I get to try it and see, you know what I mean, what kind of a player I am and that kind of thing, and, you know, I'm kind of excited about it, you know? And this game is fun as fuck. Yeah, so it's in it's a raid today. So it's 7 p.m. Eastern time, so that would be 4 your time. Yeah, 3 hours behind. So 4 your time. If I'm correct. Okay, so minor note, that is time. Yeah, in an hour and a half. Yeah, so it's 5:30 here. Realm time. It's so the invite is so fun run. Come out to our fun run out of the season. We will be running normal. Feel free to bring alts or mains, but please be sure to your 575 item level 7 to 9 p.m. server. So 7 p.m. server, and it is 5:30. So that's an hour and a half. Yeah. Thank you for double checking with me, because I don't know time, because I'm a fucking blonde and I never know what shit is. So what I'll do is I'm doing some consumable stuff right now to make sure that I'm prepared, like with consumables. And then once I have all my consumables and all that shit sorted, then I'll pull up the guides and take a look at the encounters and stuff like that and see if I'm ready mentally for that stuff. Did you see? I don't know if you saw it in chat, but that reason why I put that ask you what was the name of that controller, we have a new fucking player for Street Fighter 6. Garg has officially jumped in. So we have another new player. I think that Brolic was right. I think that I honestly think that fighting games are on the up right now. I do. I think that this is the brave new world, I think. And I think that it's, even if it's just adding another activity for all of us, that's fun, that's engaging, that's learning. I mean, fighting games aren't really asking very much from you other than a personal connection and time, which they're not asking for a lot of money either. Because, like, I mean, if you want to get into dressing up your avatar, whatever, you know, your in-game thing, your whatever it's called, the, like, I don't even know what that character is. The one where you're like, you know what I mean? Like you're the tune for the thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't really ask anything. I mean, you pay for all the stuff that's subscription based. You know what I mean? You have your characters. You pretty much pay a year in advance. Like I did my year 2 pass, so I got my 4 characters for the year in advance. It's already paid for. There's not a whole lot other than that needs to be taken care of. So I've got all my characters. I don't have to worry about anything. Nothing is. There's no additional need other than play. I mean, the only thing I guess you could say that could be said.
The state of the Hollow is unacceptable. If those raccoon idiots won't utilize their resources, then I will.
If you're not happy with your controller or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's not necessarily a big expenditure either, because you're pretty much just one and done, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you find the controller that you like and you're happy and that's it, you know? I mean, I still want to try a leverless. I still do. I still want to give it a shot, you know? I was talking to Emmy too. He was wanting another controller option. I told him Yeah, I mean that's the biggest part is like I just try playing on the keyboard. It's very similar to leverless. Yeah, well, I mean, I think that it just gives you the you can kind of get an idea about whether or not it's something that you want to do, you know. I mean, I'd like to try a leverless just to try one, you know. What's unfortunate is Left High Kick had an extra one, and he actually fucking returned it, you know. Hell, I've got an extra arcade stick here at the house that I don't use that I could probably send to somebody. You know what I mean? Because I have an extra arcade stick that I didn't end up using.
The swarm beasts are necessary tools of war. You've proven yourself useful once again.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?
My college buddy's looking for an IK for PS5. Need to ask Brolic to see if he's got any recommendations. Well, I use the Hori one. But I really like it. I really like the Hori ones. You know, like the one that I have. So I have a Hori arcade stick. That's what I use. Hori. That's the name of the Japanese manufacturer. Yeah. I'll give me a second here and I'll link it in the chat. I like the one I have a lot, actually. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. And you're supposed to, and you can like put like print it out. You can print out graphics and stuff like that, but I don't have a color printer. This one. That's what I have. Fighting Stick Alpha by Hori. Yeah, that's what I use. Yeah. That fucking G.I. Joe game looks fucking terrible, dude. Fucking terrible, dude. Fucking terrible, dude.
God, that hurts.
This looks fucking terrible. Like, I'm trying to find something redeeming about it. But even the audio is bad.
Oh my, it ran out as soon as it hit me.
You know what I mean? Like, even the audio is really, really bad. Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be cool. I thought it would be kind of like a cool little thing to play, but it's bad.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
You know? Like, I just wanted it to be something that was, like, inexpensive, that we could, like get together and fucking play and, like, punch and kick things, but it looks, mechanically, it looks bad.
Have I told you the tale of the Hosen and the
You know what I mean?
buttercream
Like, all the
pie?
like, mechanical parts of the game and stuff like that.
Perhaps they're saved for another time.
Like, it looks really awful. Yeah, is there a reason I would play that over? Yeah, that's the point. So it's like, it's really easy, in my opinion, because you have to look at, so when I look at games and stuff like that, like if I'm going to purchase something or whatever, yada, 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 I look at it as more like, is this similar to something that I already own? And is the game that I already own, do I love it? Oh! Ah! Ah! You know what I mean? It's like you know, Streets of Rage 3 is 4 is brilliant, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is brilliant. They're both good games. You know, not just in the sense of like,
Good to see you.
there's a lot to do, they're mechanically sound. I mean, that's the other part of it too, which is that like I'm watching that G.I. Joe game and it doesn't even look mechanically fun. You know what I mean? Like it looks like very basic bitch, like super like really, really boring gameplay. And I'm like thinking about it like in the context of like if I'm playing with like you or like, I mean, it just looks bad. You know what I mean? Like even the audio looks bad. The graphics look really kind of, it just doesn't look like a completed game. Like they really kind of put something together that was really exciting. It looks like they just kind of threw something together. Like they had a release date and they just kind of rushed it or ran out of money or something like that. I don't know. Is that a game that could be saved with DLC? Fuck yeah. Is that a game that I'm going to purchase and buy off of what we have now? Fuck no. I mean, games can be saved over fucking DLC. We already know this. You know what I mean? We know that it can happen. They saw TMNT and SRT successes and wanted to emulate the successes. Celeste formula and fell on their faces. Yeah. Sorry, I closed chat down because my background on monitor 2 was juicy.
I have many, many wares.
I needed to take a look. I had to close down chat for a second.
Good fortune to our friends.
Okay. One more Arathor spear. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I love gaming and stuff like that, and I love all that stuff, but every now and then you get something that just truly is heartbreaking, you know what I mean? Just disappointing and stuff like that. And I mean, like, I can't even imagine, like, some games and some companies and stuff like that, like, because people get so nutted up about, you know what I mean? About releases and stuff like that and shit. Like there are people that were
A
like,
particular set of talents are required here. Undermine the Kahedi forces in this area.
oh shit.
Lest
Ah!
they crush the Arathi too quickly.
Like, people got all, I found a neat input capture display for fight stick. Nice! By the way, Garg, I hope I answered all of your questions accurately. You know what I mean? Like, I hope I gave you enough respect and time for all of your questions and stuff. And I tried to give you as much information that I have about it. You know what I mean? To try to help. Best I could, you know. I try to be able to give out as much good technical advice as possible. One thing that might be helpful is if you have a lot of other questions and stuff, to just put it in the fighters chat in my Discord, because there's a ton of other people in there that play and they might actually have a better answer than I do, or have a resource that they're more familiar with that even I don't. You know? Because we've got probably, you know, 7 or 8 really, really great players that have a lot of good answers and a lot of information that, you know what I mean? Because like Brolic, who's in my Discord, he's got a lot of really killer fucking suggestions and stuff. And then, obviously, we've got a lot of people that play leverless. So Maverick, who's in chat above you, he might be busy because he's probably working, but he plays leverless. Left High Kick, who's in my Discord, also is a leverless guy. I play arcade stick, although I've been wanting to try leverless. Multitasking, yeah, I figured as much. That's why I don't put pressure on you, and when I know you're working. You know what I mean? To answer questions and whatnot, you know what I mean? But yeah, like Left High Kick does leverless. So we've got a lot of different people that have a lot of different input styles and stuff like that. I think that Brolic is on controller. I don't know if he's arcade stick or not. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him tonight or tomorrow or last time I see him. But like everybody kind of like brings something kind of like cool flavor to the table. You know what I mean? Just because there's like so much of us that are playing and everybody kind of does things a little bit differently. I was playing on this over the last evening or so, like goofing around. I've got like an old Xbox controller that I use occasionally. And I was kind of goofing around on that, like trying to get a feel for it and stuff like that. Try to see if I liked it. Just because like the arcade stick is kind of like a big, you know what I mean? It's big, you know, like if I go and grab it, it's a big controller for me to put in my lap and stuff like that, you know? Whereas it's something as simple as just grab an Xbox controller and just plugging it in. It's just super simple, you know? That's why I've like thinking about possibly getting a leverless, something smaller like what Mav's got, you know, just something really little that is just something real quick that I can just kind of plug in real quick and,
In this season,
you know, get going
the
and stuff.
Unbound adorn their ramiliths with flowers, symbolizing harmony and their gratitude for nature's gifts.
That would just be kind of something
Good
super
luck,
dope for me to just
Grandmaster.
do like off the cuff, you know. Very portable, it fits my pocket. Yeah. Well, I've got big fucking hands, Maverick. So, I mean, I have big hands, so I don't know if it would work really well with my hands. But that's, you know, like anything else. Like I've got this, I have a PXN arcade stick behind me that I hate. So it's a PXN arcade stick. I mean, so I have 2 arcade sticks here at the house. I have this one. I have a PXN X9, which is, and I don't like it. This one I don't like. I love the buttons on it. I love the buttons on it. I do not like the stick. Like if I was going to use this, I would have to change out the actual stick part. the throw on it. So the amount that you have to move is much looser than the one I'm currently using. The Hori is tighter, so the amount that I have to move my hands in each direction is shorter. Does that make sense? So you can do your inputs much faster.
Decorating ramolets is one of my
Does that make sense?
unbound traditions.
Like the distance between neutral to forward on the Hori is less. Should be customizable with a screw. See. Doesn't look like it, man. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But I love the buttons on this one. The buttons on this one are so much nicer than the other controller. Shit, if I could take the buttons off this one and put them on that one, that'd be fucking dope. You know what I mean? I wonder if I could do that. Like, if I could fucking put the buttons from this one on that one, it would be so fucking dope, dude. Because the buttons on this one are much better, but the controller part I don't like. The sound wall buttons. I think they're the same. I just think the other ones are glossy and those ones are not.
Where are we going today, Grandmaster?
No, can't make that. Resourcefulness? Yeah, I'll make one. Ooh. Can definitely remove the old ones from that one. The manual said you can. You can change the buttons of the one you like better. Yeah, I think so. I think they might be the same. Yeah, I mean, so I like my issues with the Hori one. I think we'll get it. So this one, the one thing I don't like about this is that the cable doesn't disconnect from the base. That one, it's just a USB-C cable, which you can disconnect. So like I can leave the cable on the desk. This one, you have to run the cable and leave it all the time. See, it's like hardwired onto the board. Yeah, it looks like the same. I would like to try a hitbox though. You know what I mean? Like go get a real hitbox. That's what I'd like to do. You know what I mean? I'd really like to try one. You know what I mean? Like an actual real hitbox. I just think that would be neat to fuck around with, you know? Oh shit. I need to do my it's an hour. I need to do my raid let me go find one of this Arathor spear and then we'll and then I got to do my guide and I got to pull up guides so that way I know what to do for these fights. Cuz I don't want to be like totally like fucking like Johnny tell me everything, you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to at least have some prior knowledge. Like, read up a little bit about it so that way that I've got at least some fucking understanding of what's being asked of me. So that way I don't have to like sit here and have like the fucking raid leader or whatever like explain everything to me like I'm fucking 5 years old. You know, because some of it I might be able to get like basic understanding of it, you know. Bingo. Ah! Ah! By the way, Garg, welcome. Welcome to the Fight Club. I will re-tag you in my Discord so that way that you can get all of the communications from the Fight Crew people. I will add your tag to it. Because we have a lot of people that do it, and don't worry about not being great. You will figure it out. We have a lot of people that play. We have a lot of people that teach, myself included, although that I am not the greatest of players. I feel like I'm a better teacher than player. I have the patience for teaching. I might not have the, you know what I mean? The pedigree. I think that my wife would use that term, would pet me on the head and tell me that I'm using the term correctly. I might not have the pedigree of, you know, great, you know, things I've done and accomplishments and yada, yada, yada. But I feel like for like an entry to mid-level, I feel like I can teach to some degree and get you started. And I feel like that's something that I could do pretty well. And I don't mind doing that at all. I actually have spent a considerable amount of time of my lab work working with Mav.
Let's stock up while they're occupied.
I think he is, yeah. I was never really big into fighting games. I mean, the thing is, and I said this when Brolic was talking about this the other day, which is that in all honesty, I think fighting games as a whole are on the upcoming right now. Like, I feel like the genre as a whole is doing very well. The reason being is because I think that the developers have figured out what people want. You know what I mean? Like the Capcom and Namco Bandai and the company that makes Mortal Kombat to some degree. I think that Mortal Kombat knows its place. I think that Mortal Kombat knows its audience. And I think that what's happening is that because these games and the manufacturers know what they want, and they know what they're asking for the players and what the players want, I think that it's kind of created this system where we are getting exactly what we're looking for, because there's a big connect between the companies that are making the games and the people that are playing them are all on the same page as far as like what is being asked of us. Whereas is that I feel like games like Apex Legends is a great example. Like they're making these huge changes all the time, and they're doing this with the armor and the seasons and the fucking the challenges and the fucking the seasonal pack and all this other shit. And I feel like it's like that they haven't figured out what the player base really wants, and I think that's an issue. Whereas is that I feel like one of the things that fighting games has got going on really well is that I think that the fighting game community has figured out what they want. You know, and I think that the companies that are making said games have also kind of like got, hey, we've kind of figured out what the Street Fighter fans want. They want a balanced game that works competitively, that they can share and do stuff across console systems. You know what I mean? It's got to be multi-compatible. We've got to be able to watch replays. We've got to be able to have labbing and practice and resources for the players to learn and get better. Because I feel like, you know, players really like to go and work in the lab as much sometimes as they like playing other people sometimes. And they've added so much ability for you to be able to work with your own play and do stuff on your own, and then also play in, like, you know, miniature tournaments and stuff like that. I spent a lot of time in there. Yeah, so there was I don't even remember where it is, but it was a post from somebody that, I think it was from somebody in Capcom, that had mentioned that people generally spent 75% more of their time in the lab on Street Fighter 6 than fighting other players, which I thought was incredible. So 75% of their playtime in the game as a whole was spent in the lab. And that to me sounds ludicrous. But then when I've caught myself playing, I'm just having fun goofing off and like playing in the lab and learning and you know, trying things. And I mean, it'd be nice if I had somebody always there to play with, but you don't always have that. But that's kind of like the nicest thing about, you know, Apex Legends is you really don't, or a fighting game, you really honestly don't need anybody else. Because sometimes you can just go and just goof off and be working on combo routings, and, you know what I mean? If you're just working on it yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that that's kind of a big deal. You know what I mean? Like not having to, you know, have anybody else available so that way that you can do stuff. And that's a fighting game thing, right? Call of Duty without the servers in the lobby is not the same game. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously shooter games have solo modes and stuff like that, but I mean, the experience as a solo player, you know, or, you know, that environment and how you access it and how it interacts with you are two different things.
Farewell.
Fuck yeah, I've got plenty of them now.
The coreway must be protected. Return.
Mm.
What is your command?
Oh shit, I can experiment. Give me something good. Potion of the Reborn Cheetah. What the fuck is that? Where is that? Potion of the... Drink to increase your movement speed by 60% for 10 to 20 seconds. You will become dazed if struck. Kind of sucks. So I need to make... finesse by 84 during the summer and resourcefulness. I feel like the competitive shooter games also have an issue with PvE stuff. COD has some great campaigns, but nothing replayable. I would agree with that. So, like, I really agree with that because, like, I've played a lot of COD stuff before, and some of the PvE stuff is great, but it really doesn't, you know what I mean? You don't really get a lot out of it by playing it multiple times. I mean, maybe you do. I just personally have never really gotten a lot out of that. You know what I mean? But that might be me, right? You know what I mean? That might be my... I just don't have the love for doing that like other people do. How good is the AI in this game? Very good. So, let me switch over real quick. Got a couple minutes. Let me switch over real quick. I can't switch over full time because I've got this raid tonight and I need to be ready for this. Are we not friends on... Like, our pros better than the... Absolutely, yes. Without question. You won't be. I'm not. But I'll give you a quick... what it is that... So this is how you should kind of view the AI. When we're talking about playing Street Fighter 6, human beings do shit AIs will never do. So when you're playing a fighting game, human beings will do things where you're like, what the fuck? Whereas that an AI just basically repeats patterns. Whereas that a human being will do sometimes worse, but then also stuff that's so incredibly inventive that, you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff that you'll never sometimes see twice. So I'm going to do one-on-one. And then, where's Pow? So my favorite character is Aki. That's the character that I play and love.
I'll make you proud.
So we're gonna select Aki as me because that's what I play, and let's play. I want to play something that we're. What character do you play, Garg? What's the character that you're kind of in love with right now? Who are you kind of tooling around with? It's Jury, right? Are you playing Jury? Well, let's go with Ken, because Ken is Akuma. Okay. All right. So to give you a kind of description, level 8 CPU it is frame perfect. What that means is that it basically does whatever the computer is programmed to do, but it will do it frame perfect, and it will frame punish you and frame trap you, which means that it is ridiculously difficult. Professional players, really good people, can usually go 75% win rate against a level 8 CPU. It's very difficult. 7 is upper echelon competitive, but not untenable, and it's not frame perfect. If you're beating the computer at level 6 consistently, that's a good sign that the overall mechanics that you're doing are in a good place. Your goal is to get 50% win rate against level 7 and then like an 80% win rate against 6. Yeah, Frosty's correct. The AI will give you some cues on some engagement and counters. Yes, he's absolutely correct. And I'll show you what I mean by that. I fucking...
Poison's on the menu.
Round 1. Fight.
Ah! Oh. But it's teaching me Akuma wants to throw fireballs. What am I doing to punish them? Ah. Oh. Got me. I didn't play that very well. I wasn't sharp. Now that one I played really well. So you're just like, you're using the AI as a way of practicing and just kind of like working with your pokes and learning what works and stuff like that. And then you take the information that you get from this and then you apply it to players. Because players do all kinds of crazy shit. Ah. Ah! So stupid. The Raging Demon shortcut? Yeah. Good to know. Oh. Oh. Frosty actually doesn't play fighting games. Ah! Oh! I do not, never really did, but understand some of the concepts, yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. I love this fucking character, dude. Oh, oh.
Is my poison kicking in?
Round 2. Fight.
Oh! Ah! Oh, he threw me out of it. Oh, he threw me out of it again. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You are a naive one. Right in my masterwork.
Aki wins.
See, now I should change up my... I should up it to 7 because I'm consistently beating I'm consistently beating the computer at this. You know what I mean? Ah! Can't do that. That's so not a good idea. Like they have all day to react if I don't make that. You know what I mean?
Round 2. Fight.
Ugh. Yes.
Wins.
And I'll show you how to do that. So if you come in here to training mode, and I'm going to take Aki, for example, because it's something she's my girl.
I'll make you
But all of this applies to all characters. Okay. So you see the big bar on the bottom of the screen? If you go to, and this is in your, I just hit my multi-menu. And now I'm going over to screen display settings. And that's frame meter. That's the bottom of the screen. Input history, you always want to try to see yours. We're going to put it on player 1 because I'm player 1. And then action timing display. And I always put that stuff on. Okay. And the frame timing display over the top of Aki's head. So we'll just concentrate on that real quick. So when I push heavy kick, you see that it's reducing. I can't do anything until it hits to the line to learn the timing for when you can, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like in that wind up, you can get another ability after the bar extends. You've waited too long. Okay, that makes sense? Makes sense? So in the bottom, what you've got your startup is, so for like that heavy kick, it's a startup is 9 frames, 4 frames, and then advantage is that's when you hit with it. So we're gonna change to block, and you can see how the advantage is -3, and you can see that she has a +2 advantage on that. And all the different moves that you can do, and you can kind of like learn what's plus on block. So now remember, I did this before. Look at that, -21. So you've got 21 frames if I whiff that and you block it to do something against me. Does that make sense? Whereas that this one is +6. So it kind of gives you an idea of like how long it is. See, -1, -3, and all the moves are different. So you kind of learn what works, and that's -4. That one is -4, but look at the range on that. I can poke people from really far away. So does that mean higher FPS, shorter windows? FPS. It's frames, not and how that incorporates into your play is that
I don't have time to play.
When you're in neutral, so where my character is a neutral space between me and Ken here, is like, what do you do here? Well, the one thing you don't want to do if I'm the Aki player is this. Because you see that gives fucking Ken all day long to kind of like do something to punish me for it. But instead of me doing that move, if I do this one, I'm going to be at a little bit of advantage. So a lot of it is kind of like where you're playing at and then learning what you can do that makes it so that your opponent can react or doesn't react. See that +1 frames? But if I do this one, -3, so you kind of have to be a little bit more careful when you're throwing that move out. You know, there you go, -4. So you kind of have to, that's where you kind of figure it out. Like what moves you can do and stuff like that. You can see that one's +20. So you kind of figure out what you can do, and you want to try to, what you're basically trying to do is you're trying to be able to figure out what moves that you can do in this position here so that you can get your opponent to make a mistake or you to, you know, be doing something that's safer on block so that you can execute your offense better, if that makes sense. Oops. Yeah, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff you can do. You know what I mean? And so one of the things that's super important about this game and all fighting games, particularly Street Fighter and Street Fighter, Tekken 8, that kind of thing, it's super important. Fighting games are at a place now where they are so deep that the rabbit hole goes as deep as you want. And what I mean by that is that these games, like, it's an endless, like, there's medium skill level, there's, you know, low skill level, and then it goes all the way up to ridiculous. And when I mean ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. So your investment really starts to kind of like, you can kind of see that you can get as deep as you want to. If that makes sense. And when I mean you can really get crazy, you can get crazy. So take your time, fall in love with a character, enjoy the process, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing, right? I mean, we're playing the games because we love the characters that we play and that we love what we're doing and we're engaged. You know, Street Fighter 6 is easy for me to play because I found a character I fucking love. I absolutely love playing Aki. I love playing her. And I want to get better with her, and I want to improve, and I want to be able to become a better Aki player. And I want to learn and grow with it, and you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. And and just like anything else, you'll find out that there's some crossover. You know, like there's some times when you're playing that there's some information and data from characters which translates. And there's some that doesn't, right? I mean, do you know what the archetype Shoto means? Have you heard that nomenclature yet?
Good to see you again, Grandmaster.
So, Akuma, Shoto, S-H-O-T-O. Oops, fuck, I hate it when this happens. God damn it. What happens when these fucking windows get trapped? So a Shotokan is it basically is a style of character in Street Fighter 6 and all Street Fighter games. And what the generalization of it means to get into it is that there are certain archetypes for characters which share similarities amongst characters. So So what that means is, so like Akuma, for example, like Akuma is a Shoto character. And what that means is that he has a fireball, skirmisher support, yeah, somewhat similar. It means that they share abilities. So if you look here, Akuma has a fireball, he has an uppercut, he has a Tatsu, which is the kick like this. Now, if we go back to the main menu here and we'll select, let's say Ken. Where's Ken? So Ken, just like Akuma, Ken has a fireball, He has an uppercut. He has a tatsu. So he has 3 of the same abilities. Are they the same amongst Ken and Akuma? No, they're very different. Ken's fireball is very different. Ken's dragon punch is very different. His tatsu, the tatsu is the same for Ken. Excuse me. It's not. That's right, because Ken's got 2 variations of the tatsu. So these 3 moves are shared, but they react very differently. Now, Ryu is another Shoto character. Where's Ryu? So Ryu is a Shoto character, and Ryu is really different because his fireball is very different than both of the other characters. His uppercut is really different, and his tatsu is really different. What are the differences between Akuma's and Ryu's? All Ryu's abilities hit harder. Period. Ryu does more damage than any of the other Shotos. What the difference is with Ryu is that Ryu has different timings, and his abilities generally require different setups for how you be able to use these in combos, which are very different. But it's like, and then Luke down here is also a Shoto character. He's got a fireball, a dragon punch, or is it his rising uppercut? So all the Shoto, there's a lot of different archetypes, and they're all very different. And then there's charge characters. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Sammy, in exactly 20 minutes, I'm going to be raiding for the first time ever. Doesn't Akuma do the most damage at low health? There is no scaling for damage. So the damage doesn't change based upon health percentage. That never changes. There is scaling for damage for abilities that are used in combos. What that means is that depending on the abilities, the different punches and kicks and how you start the combos, there is scaling that goes into how much damage stuff does. So if you do like a combo that is like 3 hits versus one that is 7 hits, sometimes depending on circumstances, a 3-hit combo will do as much as a 7-hit combo. It just depends on whether or not that the combo that's 7-hit is scaled down, if that makes sense. There's a lot to that. I wouldn't be the greatest explainer of that because I'm still learning about that myself. Aki is a character, specifically her, for example, where there's a lot of scaling with her because of poison and because her starters start with a lot of like light kicks and medium punches and stuff like that. So her scaling kind of gets crazy. Base damage does not change, but he has threshold dependent moves. The only threshold dependent move is critical art. And what that means is that if you're below 20% HP, your level 3 super, instead of being a level 3 super, the motion is the same, but it's considered a critical art.
Hello.
Hi.
And suddenly people.
I should ask permission because I feel like it's nice for me to do so. I am streaming. Is that going to be an issue?
Are you streaming on Twitch?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have Discord playing on your stream?
What do you mean by Discord? Dude, like you guys
like
names? No.
Like, do they hear us though?
I can shut it off if you'd like that.
I think that would be preferred. I know some people aren't comfortable being on stream. I don't care because I'm also a streamer. But
have we not done information? Give me just a second.
That's no problem, though. Thank you for asking. Also, what's your Twitch?
It's in, if you click on my name, it's the bottom of my profile. I'm muting right now so I can figure this out. I've never done this before, but I'll figure it out. I'm a smart guy.
Bring in my main looks.
Me too.
Okay.
One sec, guys. One second, I'm figuring out how to mute mute Twitch, or mute it. It'll take me just a second. If not, I'll probably just shut stream down for the evening, which is not a big deal. I got to be able to hear you guys, and if I can't figure it out by today, I will it's not that one, it's in this one. Properties. Yeah, I probably have to split the audio up into 2 separate channels from Discord so that it figures it out. I usually have Discord through I usually have Discord through desktop audio. So I usually just mute it that way. Yeah, so what I generally do is I generally have my so you mute desktop audio and then just run. I gathered. I was guessing. I was assuming, which is what you're never supposed to do. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I do one right back. So you probably split your audio mixer and then pull up another audio mixer that's your game. So you don't have Discord coming through from your desktop, which makes sense. And then you would just have your outbound from. I could do that. I'm not going to set that up for today. So what I'll probably do is, that's actually a really good idea. I actually probably need to have done that a while ago. Makes a lot of sense. But do I have time to do that right now? No. So we will have to wrap this up and be back tomorrow. So I can't do this on the fly. Yeah, maybe I'm going to try to do it today. But if I can't, it's fine. I'm not a person of. I'd much rather ask and have somebody be like, "Yo, dude, we do this a different way," rather than, you know what I mean? Like I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. It's also on the far side of my screen. I have Discord in its own channel. How did you do that, Garg? Yeah, that's probably. I need to set that up and do that. I need to do that too. Absolutely. I have a digital mixer called Voice Meter. Oh, do you? Yeah, I probably need to do the same, honestly. Probably not a bad call. I also have one, but I use this. which I know that you can do this. I just haven't set it up yet. I have it set up just to be my Go XLR, so I have the routing system for it. What I probably just need to do is spend time to actually get the routings right, but I don't think I have the ability to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I would probably have to sit down and do that today, so that way, because what I could do is just, you know what I mean, click out. Just push Windows key and type mixer. You mean like this? Yeah, and then I have to spread it out through here. You know what I mean? But I have to figure it out so that I can hear. Yeah, to what program to use, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'd have to sit through and fuck with it, but I don't have it. Do I know that I can confidently do that today? No. But I will do it. But we'll do it. But that's a good thing for me to do anyways, you know what I mean? But I definitely need to focus and like get practice a little bit. I'm totally creeping on Lux's stream now. Wow, her fucking page is so much. Everybody has such a better like page than mine. I like mine because I did all my own artwork. I just need to get somebody to do it. All right. So what we'll do is, because I don't have all the shit set up for the day, I am going to shut down for today. I will be back tomorrow for Street Fighter. So Garg, if you're working tomorrow or not working tomorrow, tomorrow would be a good day for you because I'll be really working in Street Fighter 6 tomorrow. I'll probably spend most of my day in the lab tomorrow, like working on stuff, getting prepped for Raid Lux. She's not live, is she? Yeah, she's not live. Yeah, there's nobody I have right now that's live. Oh, trust me, Lux. I work, as much of the people that I work with, like other streamers and stuff like that, I am the spread the lover if there ever was one. I always have been. I mean, I've been doing this full time for 4 or 5 years now, and I mean, across, I don't even know, 10 different games at this point. World of Warcraft is a new thing for me streaming. I actually have never really successfully streamed World of Warcraft very well. I always do kind of like a couple views, but I don't actually get like not like some other games. So like I do really well for Apex Legends, and then I do really well for Baldur's Gate 3, those kind of games. But World of Warcraft I have not been able to have got going yet. But that's on me. I mean, I'm not advertising it correctly and everything, so. Rating a random art stream? I would if I wasn't playing WoW. It's got something in my fucking eye. Is it a blue or green fucking eyebrow hair? Probably. But it is it is time for me to start practicing. So I will have to take it easy for today. But I will be back tomorrow, generally at 2 p.m. Central. I'm hoping tonight that when we get done with the raid, I'm going to sit down with Discord, because I've got a bunch of announcements to do in Discord. I made a bunch of changes to Discord. Oh shit, Garg, let me get the fighter tag for you. Retag you, Garg. Oh boy. Yeah, I am. So I go live, Lux, pretty much every day at like 1 p.m. Central to like 2 p.m. somewhere in there. I am a variety streamer. Make no mistake. I pretty much play, like, on my page, on the bottom of it where it says like games I've played, I pretty much touch everything. So World of Warcraft, Street Fighter 6, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Apex Legends, Mechabellum, and Marvel vs. Capcom. That is pretty broad. And most of my streams are broken up into the different games that I play and stuff like that. So some days I'll be playing like 2 and 3 games depending on what content and stuff like that I have. So I'm pretty all over the place for that kind of thing. So, but this week has been really fun because I've been doing a lot of like, a lot of Street Fighter 6 and Apex this week. So I have a composition that I play with, my friend Willow and Monk that I play Apex with, and the two of them are great. So I pretty much play a locked group with them. And then I also stream with a bunch of other VTubers that also play Apex. So there's a large group of them that I play with. And then I do fighting games a lot more often now. We've got a ton of people that play that and stuff like that. So, all right. I'm going to shut down so that I can start talking in Discord. And I will see you guys in a couple minutes. And for those of you in Coffee and Chaos, I will be joining you in just a second.